Hi, this is Suzanne Dome. I haven't been on in a while. Some of you remember me as the author of Empty Space, Second Signal, and In Transmission. I'm just doing this as a little update video, and one of the cool things I did I actually did a lot of cool things this last year since I posted my last videos, and one of the things I did was I completely redid my books. And the one that I just showed you is my special edition abridged version, and I did some I tried to scrunch it down just a little bit, and I took some stuff out that I decided wasn't relevant as I was going through a final edit. There are individual copy versions available as well. Each one has a different cover. I got a tablet for Christmas, so I was able to go through and do the covers myself on Sketchbook X, which has been extremely helpful. The abridgments actually came from some comments that some of my reviewers left, and I agree with them that there were certain parts that were just dumb, so I took them out. And in the process of all of this designing, I've also created t-shirts, I've created magnets, I made some beautiful new bookmarks using Nebula Composer, which is fantastic fun if you have an Android device. I totally recommend it. Since then, I've been working on the two fantasies that I've talked about on my Facebook page. One of them is a young adult. Well, it could be qualified as young adult, but anybody could read it. It's a satire, and it's one of the ones that I dreamed years and years and years ago, and wrote as a manuscript, and I've been translating that old manuscript into this story. And it is very much a satire. I didn't mean for it to be, but when I read back through the manuscript, it just screamed satire. So I'm kind of purposefully making fun of some stuff in that one, making fun of science fiction, making fun of fantasy and where they cross over, and making fun of young adult literature just a little bit, but in a cheeky way, not in an insulting manner. It's definitely the fun project right now. Although the other project I have to consider an epic fantasy, because it is going to take me forever to get that one written, is another one that I dreamed. And maybe in another posting I'll talk about how so many of my ideas come from the weird dreams that I have, because I do tend to dream in novels. I don't typically just have little snippets here and there. I usually have full-blown, multi-layered storylines. And the fact that I remember them when I wake up is kind of amazing. This year I went on some new adventures. I went to, and actually created my own little convention in February called Talk Nerdy in McPherson. And this took place at the Bookshelf. So I want to give a shout out to the Bookshelf and Hidden Closet in McPherson for letting me do that event in February. And so myself, Audra Krebs, Audra Trosper, Suzanne Lambden, and Tracy Dunn were present as authors at that, and I had a good time. Since then, I've also met some new authors. Hastings stopped carrying local authors and called me up one day and was like, hey, if you don't come pick up your books, we're going to put them in a box. So I was like, okay, I'll be there. And in the process of that, I met this nice lady named Christy McCaffrey, and I invited her to come to the Renaissance Festival Pavilion, and it's been really fun getting to know her. She writes modern military drama, and not drama as in, you know, oh my god, like soap opera drama. It's I haven't read them yet, but they sound really interesting with the plot line that she's come up with. And after that, the Ren Fair, a couple of people came up with an idea to do a Wichita's novel experience, and it was fun. It was a book convention. We had some other vendors there. We had Bookaholics from Wichita came with their used books, and then we had a number of authors there, and I made two new friends, Joe Combs and James Young, and we had a blast sitting there talking the whole time and chatting about editing and finding editors and the trials of self-publishing versus the trials of small publishing and big publishers and contracts. And we had a really, really great time, and I was super excited to get to know them, and it's been really fun being able to talk to them on Facebook since the event. I can't wait to see them at other events. After that, I have a schedule this summer. My significant geek is taking me up north to Rushmore and Yellowstone. After that, I have June 18th, I'll be doing a joint book signing at Bookends in Hutchinson, Kansas with Audra Krebs, and she'll have her books there. She'll have both of them. The new one is out, so if you have read the Esoteric Design, look for Esoteric Design Disbanding Hope, because she does have her second one out. And so that'll be the third Thursday in Hutch before Smallville. I will also be at Smallville Comic Con, but that'll be the entire booth, not just my books. I'll have Offworld Tribe there. The one after that will be Anime Festival of Wichita. That's in July from the 10th to the 12th. I'm super excited about this year because I've brought in some new friends, and I'm going to be sharing a booth with a friend, and it's going to be so much fun. I have some really neat cosplays planned, and this year I will not be doing so much Princess Luna and Nightmare Moon. I think the blue wig needs a break. After that, August 8th is the Halstead Fine Arts and Crafts Festival, but they've joined it with their old sawmill party, their festival, town festival. And so I'm excited to take part in that, and thankfully now I have a canopy, so maybe I won't be so hot. But that was a lot of fun last fall when I did it. When they moved the date, that actually worked out really well for me. I do plan on coming back to the Wichita Renaissance Festival in September, the Great Plains Ren Fest that takes place in the little Sedgwick County Park, and being at the Author Pavilion. So I'm looking forward to that again, and having so many new faces to come in. It's been really exciting getting to know so many new people. Raymond's in October this year instead of November, and a new one that I get to do that I'm really excited about is Air Capital Comic Con, and it's put on by the same people that do Smallville. I've heard nothing but awesome things about this convention, so I'm super excited to take part in Air Capital Comic Con this year. I'll be having the entire booth at that one, and not just the books. So the majority of these I will have my entire booth and not just the books and related articles. But I'll still have the books and related articles. It'll just be worked into Offworld Tribe. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that has come to my tables, visited the other authors that went to events with me. You guys are awesome. I also want to give a shout out to the other authors that have participated in events with me and have kept me sane, and we kind of keep each other sane. We talk to each other on Facebook, and hey, I had this idea, or I run into this problem on this website, what do I do? Or I'm having trouble with my publisher. And so we've kind of kept each other's sanity, and it's been a lot of fun. So the future looks pretty bright. I have some projects that I'm working on. I'm really excited about the epic fantasy, and I can't wait to get both of those fantasy stories out to everyone. The YA will probably be available sometime this year, and hopefully sometime next year I'll have the epic fantasy ready to go. That one's going to take a little bit to write because it's very, very detailed, and I get to build a whole new culture, so I'm really excited about that one. Other than that, I'm pretty much working on cosplays, and I've been working on some other little art projects, jewelry to fill up my booth. I have a little art project, a painting that I'm working on right now for the new bathroom that the Significant Geek built for me. So that's kind of what I've been up to. It's been a really, really busy year. I've been doing so much art and writing, I just haven't had time to post anything. I haven't even really written on my blog much. So special thanks to everybody who has taken the time to talk to me, or has listened to me rant about something. You know, just those of you that are artists, those of you that are writers, musicians, I hope that this is your year. I hope that you get to really get your work out and show off what you can do. There's a lot of new things out there to help you do that, like Patreon. So good luck to everyone, and so long, and thanks for all the fish.